Okay. Well, this is a video that I normally would not do because, well, of course, I review figures, not rant videos, but, well, this is something that I just wanted to get off my chest because, well, the entire, I guess, sequel for Legacy has been leaked. And it's definitely doing what a Legacy did, which is, I guess, an entire crossover Transformers line, which I'm definitely all for. It was fun seeing characters who I thought would never get toys again, well, come back, and it's definitely fun just seeing that. So I'm glad they're doing that again for the next line, but it's the name which I don't like. It seems like they're going to be calling it Prime, and well, we already had Prime. I don't know if you noticed, but it was one of the most popular Transformers lines of all time. So, yeah. And, of course, Hasbro is no stranger to reusing names, of course. They always reuse Transformers names. But for, toy line names, they also do that quite a lot. So, if you'll just allow me, I want to ramble about how often they reuse Transformers toy line names. So, one example that I can think of is Classics. Because, of course, we know Classics as, well, the first of a reinvention of G1, but ironically, Classics was not just that. Classics was, well, a reissue line for G1 back in the 90s. So, if you ever see a gold box G1 figure, that's Classics. And then they reused it back in 2006 for these updated G1 figures. And then we got Universe, which bring in the most hated Universe figure next to Galvatron, although it's the Henkei version, but just pretend that this is Universe Ironhide. This is not the first time that they used the Universe, but they've actually used it multiple times, but we're talking about the toy lines here. For a Universe, they used that back in 2003, and that was just for a bunch of repaints. And then they used it again in 2008 for the sequel for Classics. So, yeah. And I think we can also talk about the big one, which is also two different TV shows. Robots in Disguise. Because remember, we have to refer to the original one as Robots in Disguise 2001 or 2000 according to Legacy, and this one is Robots in Disguise 2015. This show is nearly 10 years old, by the way. Why did they decide to reuse an old show / toy line name? I don't know. They could have went with More Than Meets the Eye or whatever, but I don't know. And then it happened again with War for Cybertron. Now, if I say War for Cybertron nowadays, what do you think of? Do you think of the trilogy, or do you think of the old games? Or do you think of both? Because, of course, War for Cybertron started out as the old PS3 and Xbox game. And then in 2018, we got the trilogy with Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom. And then in 2023, well, the game War for Cybertron made a comeback with the Studio Series versions. Again, that adds to the confusion. Something else confusing is not a name reuse, but still sort of confusing, and it's the Buzzworthy Bumblebee toy line. Now, with a name like that, you'd expect this to be all about Bumblebee, and at the start, it was. But eventually, we got figures like Jazz here, and, well, it makes sense why Jazz would be in it, because I guess he's, well, he's an Autobot just like Bumblebee. And, of course, this is the Cybertronian Jazz. And he, Wheeljack, and Bumblebee were all seen in their Cybertronian forms in the first episode. But then we get crap like this. Beast Wars Dinobot in his original toy colors. This is apparently Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Why? I do not know. Because Bumblebee was nowhere to be seen in Beast Wars. Hell, they couldn't do a Beast Wars Bumblebee because, you know, trademark crap and all that. So, why is this a Buzzworthy? I don't know. This could have been in Selects. Ugh. And this is what Buzzworthy Bumblebee has become recently, because we have this, a toy color pterosaur, freaking Robots in Disguise toyline. And yeah, I think it's gone so bad that they've decided to just stop this toy line entirely, because if you remember, Hound and Hatchet were going to be in Buzzworthy, but well, for the longest time we had no word of them. It's only just been now that we've gotten word that Hound's going to be in a 5-pack in Selects, and Hatchet is going to be in the main line next year. So, yeah. And, well, for the Cybertronian version of Wheeljack, just keep in mind, Origins, Bumblebee, and Jazz were in Buzzworthy. For Wheeljack, standard box. I think he's still a store exclusive, but he's not Buzzworthy Bumblebee. So, yeah. So, we've talked about different toy lines reusing names, such as Classics, Universe, Robots in Disguise. So, will the upcoming Generations Prime line actually be called Prime? A part of me hopes no. But, well, the league does have a bunch of different Prime characters, so it looks to be the case. So, I can see this going two ways. One, it's probably a next chapter for Legacy, so we have to call it Transformers Legacy Prime, which, honestly, still confusing, because, of course, we got a Legacy United, and we already had Transformers United, which was a toy line, and United EX, which was Power Core combiners into car markets. But, Or, they do just call it Prime, and then we have a Robots in Disguise situation where the old Prime, we have to call it Prime 2010, and the new Prime, we have to call it Prime 2025. Which, Hasbro, you seriously need to think of new names for your toy lines. Like, you've got Studio Series, that's original. Think of some new stuff, like, call it, I don't know. But, yeah, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest. Like, the listings I'm really excited for, like a new Superion, Heatwave, Skybite, a freaking Flatline. Like, the listings I'm really excited for, it's just, I'm not sure about the name of it. Like, so, let's just hope that they either rename it, or it's called Transformers Legacy Prime, because it'll still be confusing. At least it's just going to be a subtitle. But if they do just call it, like, Generations Prime, then Yeah. So that's the end of at the end of this quick tangent, and well, this is Charlie Young signing off.